Welcome everyone, my name is Gabriel and this is a kind of another gameplay sticky related video, but I decided that it might be a good idea to upload something. I don't know how much time this will take. It might be 15 minutes, might be longer, because I'll be showing you my world state for Dragon Age. The world state that I created during the Dragon Age Keeper beta. Now the thing is, this is open. You can log in with your Origin account if you have one and create the TheDAS you want. I was allowed when this was still in the beta, when I was a keeper. Not really that involved in the beta because for a lot of I had no time really to actually invest myself deeper into this little web app, but it took me, I did create 2 world states. In a moment I will show you them, because I like to share them with the community of my channel. The first world state is my original world state, as far as I could remember it. It actually has my first warden, Karen, yeah, that was his name, I believe. And as far as I was able to recall the actual choices, I tried to reflect them. I still remember quite a lot. I have a very good memory for these types of things, actually. I was able to recall a lot when it comes to why I was doing those types of choices that I did, you know, from a role-playing perspective. And the second one is actually the world state I'm still trying to build. That one is Telinia from my LP. Actually, I played Dragon Age Origins with the LP 6 times, which is kind of a, yeah, that's a lot, I think. Dragon Age 2 I played only 2 times. I don't own Dragon Age Inquisition yet, I can already tell you that. Yeah, what type of Dragon Age fan are you, Gabriel? You don't have the 3rd entry game still. Well, first of all, this game was... I was waiting for people to give their honest opinion on it. And when I saw the reviews coming the week before the release, I found it really interesting to see that the game scores highly, which means BioWare made a good game, if not a brilliant one. I don't have my own opinion. As far as I see, it looks great, and the fact is, part of that is the Dragon Age Keep. Dragon Age is a massive undertaking. You know, they took a great risk trying to create a series of games that will incorporate previous choices did by the players, and for that reason alone, we have to praise BioWare. How this works, well, for now it looks great. Let's be honest. But on the other hand, you actually never know until you play. I hope to play Dragon Age Inquisition in coming months. I have a ton of games I still need to play, some other titles that I want to finish, plus in 3 months, sorry, we'll have The Witcher 3 here, which will most possibly take a shit ton of my time. But today we are here to look at previous Dragon Age choices, Dragon Age titles, Origins and 2. I will give you a brief rundown of why the major choices that I did were decided the way I found them when I was playing the games. Obviously, this incorporates big spoiler warning for Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, because the Dragon Age Keep actually covers the story for both of these games. So here we go. Let me just log in to Origin through my Origin account, and we'll be there. Here we are, the tapestry, beautifully done. The artwork in this is basically great, I have to praise it. The Keep went through a series of changes in the past few weeks. They are still adding features and changing other features. These are my my world states. You can have up to 10 now, which I'm quite sure covers most of the people. Here you have the second TheDAS version, mine, which shows... oh, can't share it. I'm sorry, it's sharing. Here you have Telinian Bliss, the character, as far as I remember. Oh, wait, sorry. That we have to change. DLP TheDAS. Because if you don't know, TheDAS stands for the Dragon Age setting. Oh, can we? Yep, that's the name, but that's not the world state I want. I want this world state with Karen Mahario. This is my first world state. My first world state as I remember it. We can play it, we can share it, we can lock it down, we can delete it, but I will not do that. It is already here, and the tapestry. Oh, no, not that, sorry. The tapestry. Looks like this. We have our hero. He is Karen. Karen is alive and well. He was a Dalish warrior, elf, using bow and arrow. If you want a Dalish warrior, I believe the best you can go with is yeah, bow and arrow. It's basically how elves should work, in my opinion. Okay, let's jump then to companions, and let's give you a brief rundown here. Yes, he romanced Morrigan. This romance had a interesting little twist, because as far as he did romance her, when he was asked to allow her to go free, when she asked him to sort of terminate the relationship, they did that. There was the Mabari dog, obviously there. Stan was recruited, and Mother Patrice, as far as I remember, was persuaded. Most of these the things you see here, executed by the Warden, Logain was executed, Wynne alive and well. Most of the people are alive and well. Alistair became the king, which obviously is something that happens usually, I think, in most of the playthroughs. I don't remember, is there a graphic design that BioWare showed? What are the major choices for those aggregated choices, you know, of the community? I didn't think so. Warden and Alistair were not lovers, obviously, because this is excluded, and Morrigan had an old god baby with the Warden. Here I found, actually I can tell you that I found this option. Morrigan had a human baby with the Warden. When I entered the keep, I was not aware of this option, and this was something I was like shocked. Is that actually even possible? It's not just possible. It's just the way it should be. If you romanced Morrigan. In the prologue, most of the choices were very good here. Yeah, cured the Mabari, fed Ostagar prisoner his lunch, obviously. When it comes to the most important things, Karen was played not as a model Grey Warden, because model Grey Wardens are those guys who are, you know, great and happy and bring peace and joy and help to everyone. As you can see, most of the things I did with the Dalish worked. I broke the peace. That's obviously because he is a Dalish. He was a Dalish character, so he had the connection with the Dalish tribe there, and that tribe had problems, so solving them was quite okay. He helped the mages. He didn't support Cullen, and I want to see how that will turn out. Paragon of her kind, fighting Branka. Balin rules Ozamar in this world state because it seemed the good choice. Didn't encounter Mardi. Dagmar left to study in the circle, which I think we will see her in the... You can see her in Dragon Age Inquisition, as far as I know. The Chantry was created, as obviously Orta was helped, and he didn't complete Rojak's Lyrium deal. So it's not like I did all the quests as far as I remember. When it comes to Denerim, most of good choices. Handled the Crimson Ores, sorry. Just had to do that. Most of helped Alistair find Goldana, send Marjorie away, which I think we will encounter at some point. Maybe a quest for Liliana is an Inquisition concerning that person. Yeah, this is not possible if you're not playing a. I think this is not possible unless this quest, Slim Coldly. I think this is not possible. Yeah, let's try changing that. No, this is locked. Sorry, I locked that choice. This is. I think that's only possible when you're a thief. Yeah. The Earl of Redcliffe. This one was not done in the perfect way. Connor is alive, not possessed, because I did this quest before the Tower of the Mages, before the Denerim Circle. What? Ferelden Circle. Fuck. Sorry. So this actually works for me. Isolde sacrificed herself because this choice seems to be the most appropriate one. At that time, it looked like, you know, we don't have time. I played it not knowing that you can go and save the boy with the help of the mages. So that's the Earl of Redcliffe and the Battle of Denerim. Obviously, the Warden killed the Archdemon because the old god baby was created. This is more or less how my Dragon Age Origins looks like. So let's jump to Awakening, shall we? Awakening is, from my personal perspective, one of the best expansions I've played. Well, in top 3. What Grave Wardens do? They kill Darkspawn, and this guy was a Darkspawn. That is why the Architect was killed. Nathaniel is alive and well. Keeper. I did remember that I keep and protected both the Keep and Amaranthine. It was not easy to. Well, it was actually quite easy to do. When it comes to the Warden Keep, Stone Prisoner, I don't want to go into very details, but the important one is the Wild Hunt DLC, because as I said before, Morrigan was romanced, and my main character didn't go through the Illuvian. As far as I know, this choice seems to be an important little piece. And I would like it to, and I'm glad that it is remembered. With the Stone Prisoner, what I did here? Yeah, she was not possessed. Shale was recruited and is alive and well. So that's more or less how Dragon Age Origins went. So let's jump to Dragon Age 2. What's going on? Dragon Age 2, please. My hero is William. William looks like this. You have him, at least his portrait, that's best I can show you. He was a male, obviously, he was a warrior, and he's a tragic figure. Oh, there we have my other hawk, Samantha Hawk. She will most possibly take, her choices will most possibly be important, as far as I recall them, obviously, into the second world state. Okay. And he was, when it comes to, he was diplomatic when it comes to personality, which I quite hope will be transferred into Dragon Age Inquisition. Yes, we do know that Hawk makes an appearance there. Mike Laidlaw said that in his tweets. He's a tragic figure. Why? Because a lot of things happened to him. When it comes to his companions, he romanced Meryl. Bethany died in Deep Roads, Carver died leaving Lothering, and his mother died as well. Bertrand was killed, a lot of death in this playthrough, even if Hawk was friend with Varric. Isabella was fine. and she returned to bring that this tome of Kazaloom, I think. I remember that one. Fenris, can I actually change him? Can I actually kill him? Yeah, you can. If you want, you can kill him. And Meryl was the love of his life, I would say. She's alive and well, and she stayed with Hawk. Other things, as you can quite clearly see, and she did not destroy Illuvium. She found, in my character, she found help. Sebastian was not recruited because I don't own this DLC, and actually, as far as I know him, he was not the character I liked. I would like to play this one, actually. I would like to play the one with Talis, the character created by Felicia Day. But installing Dragon Age 2 solely for that purpose? That's a good question. Like, is that a track? Oh, freaking awesome! We have music now! Which track should we play? Let's see, what's number 2? Ooh, more dramatic. Number 3? Oh, the theme from Dragon Age 2. I want this one. Cool. Nice to have a background sound. I hope it will record to a separate line. Oh, that's beautiful music. Okay, more important stuff when it comes to Dragon Age 2. The prologue, as you can quite clearly see, dominated here by the mercenary group, which made sense because my hero Hawk, William Hawk, was a warrior. Makes sense. Warrior they tend to be mercenaries. Legacy DLC, I had to play this one. I don't own this one either, so these choices were done kind of arbitrarily. Sided with Janeka, and Malcolm's Well was found, as far as I remember. I'm familiar with this, I know how this looks. And when it comes to the acts, I supported mages, more or less. Oh, sorry, that's my sound because music is a little bit too high for my taste. Ginny died, as I said, a lot of death. Keldon, Danzig killed, Mystery of the Miners. Fenrir, that one is important as far as I know. He went to the Dalish, but later on something happened. And most of these choices I mostly supported the mages because from a role-playing perspective, playing a character who lived with mages his entire life. His father was a mage, his sister was a mage. That made sense from a role-playing perspective. And when it comes to Act 2, the Arashok was dead, killed. As I said again, a lot of deaths here, like this. Hubert's caravan killed. Gascard was not killed. Okay, didn't side with Patrice. And Act 3 sided with the mages, obviously, keeping that. And the dragon at Bone Pit also killed. And now the big question, how I want to play the upcoming big game from our friends at BioWare, Inquisition. Okay, as far as you can see clearly now, my heroes were both warriors. My first warden was a warrior. My Hawk was a warrior as well. That means I will try to play Dragon Age Inquisition with first of all, a mage. Second, not a human, and I wanted to play not a elf, because my first character was an elf. I wanted to, play a little bit, but then I'm left only with Qunari mage. Both my characters were male, so I think I will play. I thought that I would play Qunari female mage. The thing is, I saw a lot of people trying that combination, and it is actually not my favorite one. So I will bend the rules slightly, and I will play Dragon Age Inquisition for my first playthrough with a female mage elf. Because I like elves! Really, I really do. Ever since I read Tolkien, I was like, damn, these elves are fine, I like them. Unlike, what's the name of this guy? Ah, forget it. He hates elves. And he is one of the designers for a game called Pillars of Eternity, which will will arrive in 2015. So that's a little bit of my world state. I tried to give you a brief rundown. I will most possibly edit a little bit this footage and add some minor stuff in the somewhere when I will try to compose this little material. Okay, I rumbled enough. If you have any questions, if you have any choices in Dragon Age games that you found more interesting, or you tried to, or you did differently, feel free to share. And most importantly, please don't spoil Dragon Age Inquisition for me. I try to keep as far away from the story stuff and the Let's Plays and things like that. I even unsubscribed to some channels that I really liked to watch because of their Dragon Age content. GamerMD, Ash, Lady Insanity, sorry for that, but too much spoilers there, and I want to go into this game as spoiler-free as it's possible. Well, I do know a lot about the game anyway, but what can you do? So, thank you for your time. Spend it here with me. My name is Gabriel. Feel free to share, as I said, comments, share your world states maybe, and check Dragon Age Keep, because it's a app that gives you a little bit of flexibility and allows you to customize your Dragon Age Inquisition's experience. See ya.